Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Jessy Journey. In this channel, I talk about my lives, I talk about my nursing journey, and hopefully, prayerful, later I will talk about my RN journey as a registered nurse. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessy, I'm 33. I'm a nursing student, a mom, and of course, an employee. But today I'm just gonna talk about what made me go into nursing and how I did to pass my HESIS and which school am I attending. So I'm gonna try and keep it really short, get straight to the point, because I don't want this video to be long at all. Okay, so you know, like everybody else, I was going through a lot in my personal life, and all my thinking was just going to my personal issue that was going on in my personal life, and it was stressing me. It was a lot for me, and I was like, you know what, instead of after work sit on the bed, think, always thinking, I'm like, you know what, why don't I just take this stress, why don't I take this thinking and I put it into something productive? I put it into something that will help me later on in my life with for me and my kid. I put it into something that will help me level up in my life. You know what I mean? Like instead of just sitting stressing, it's not gonna change anything. Life move on. So I was like, one day that's what just happened. I was just in the room and something told me go ahead and do it. I listened a lot to my intuition. So something told me go ahead and do it. And I did it. So I went ahead and did some research. I was looking at school, especially online school, that would fit, like every other mom, parent, whosoever out there, that will fit into my life, that will fit into the flexibility that I'm needing, able to keep my job, with the kid and everything. So I did my research and I found out this school, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and call the school enrollment rep. I called him, we talked, it was about in almost like that full week. We talk. She called, she let me know how the program was, how it's structured and everything. Then the following day, I called back if I have any question and stuff like that. So it was like an ongoing enrollment process pretty much. Into just trying to put it into a summary. So when I did that, they gave me how the school is structured. They told me about the tuition. I was like, oof, that tuition is really up there. It's really high. With today economic is, it was no joke. So they told me about pretty much everything. I was really interested. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. My main thing, like I told them, like, you know, is the money. Where am I gonna get the money to pay for the school? Where am I gonna get the money, to make sure I have the money throughout the program? But later they was like, I gotta take this exam called the HESIS. Okay, just a little bit of my background. I have a bachelor in bio. I graduated with my bachelor in bio in 2017, and I have not been in school since 2019. Like the last time I took classes. Because what I used to do, I used to retake like AMP just to refresh my mind. So the last time I took classes was in 2019. And they're telling me I gotta take this exam called a HESIS. For me, for me to apply, I gotta take that first. And I believe they told me I need to have a 65 and up, like the overall score. And that day they gave me into Thursday. That's when they told me, and I had 3 days to take that exam. Mind you, I'm working full time. I have my own personal stuff going on with the my boys. I got 2 boys. It was just a lot. So I was like, okay, what I did my research, and the HESIS consisted of 4 part: vocabulary, reading, bio, and AMP. And it was mostly basic. They just wanted to know what you know, okay? So I went ahead and I was like, since I'm busy after work, I am so tired. I didn't even have time. Like, yeah, I was like, let me just find an app during my work when I'm on my break on my lunch. I can just go to my phone and answer some question, and stuff like that. So I downloaded the app. I only paid $10 because I just needed it for that week and that was it. I'm not gonna use it again. Maybe later on in the future I might use something similar or the same thing when it comes to end class preparation. But I just paid $10 and that app really helped me with it was on my iPhone app store. It's called HESIS prep something, HESIS prep examination. They have multiple one there, so I just chose one. And I was also going to Nurse Hub. I mostly did the one I pay because I'm like, look, I pay for this, I need to use it. And I also went to Nurse Hub and I look at YouTube a lot. I'm a visual learner. I need to, I'm more of a visual learner. Then after that, I'm an auditory learner, but more of a visual learner. I went to YouTube. I was looking at so many different video practicing question on YouTube. I'm telling you, within 3 days. So I did all that. Okay. The exam, it was a proctor exam. Just to let you guys know, it was a proctor exam. So when it was time for the exam, I was like, you know what? I just gotta do what I gotta do. They told me I gotta take it by this time. And this is the only time I had if I wanted to start on March 2nd, 2026. And not cohort gonna graduate on March 2029. Okay. So I make sure, I was in my house. I make sure everything was good, no distraction, nothing. So I went ahead, scanned the room, I went ahead and opened the exam. It was a proctor exam. I was like, you know what, this is it. I did the exam. It was multiple choice. I don't remember how many question it was. I think it was like each section had 30 question, I believe. So I went ahead and took the exam. When I was done, I felt really good when it came to bio. When it came to reading, I felt really good when it came to reading. But AMP, honey, and and vocab was a little okay, but I knew I did good in bio. Reading, I knew I did good. Vocab and AMP, that was like, oh, I'm not too sure. So once I was done, I submitted. They sent me the link to see how I did. I was like, please, let me just have a 65 and up so I can get into nursing school because I didn't see any other school because I don't want to go to a traditional school. I gotta retake this prereq. I gotta make sure I pass and apply to the nursing program, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get in or not. So I was like, I definitely need to get into this school because even though it have its up and down review, like mostly every school, I was like, I definitely need to get into this school. So I went ahead, opened the link. I was like, please, like, let me just have that 65 and up. Okay. So I went ahead and opened the link and I was like, please, 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 I hope I pass. Something in me was like, oh my God, did I even do good? I don't think I passed because I didn't even have that much to study. Some people take about 2 months, a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, but I only have like 3 days. So I went ahead and opened it, and guess what? I did pass. I was like, thank you so much. I was just saying like, thank you, God. Oh my God. I was so happy. I was like, I hope it's gonna be enough because with my GPA that I had in my degree, I think I had a three. It was a low 3.0. If not, it was like a 2.9, 2.0. I don't remember, but my degree was around 2.89 to 3.0 for my bachelor. So I was like, okay, good. So the lady from the school, the enrollment rep, she called me the following day. She was like, you passed and everything. I was like, yeah. I wish I had more time. And I feel like if I had more time, I should do really, really, really good. If I had more time. But she was like, no, you passed. It's okay. She was like, the next thing, they're going to review everything and they're going to let you know if you were able to get it or no. But you're going to hear an answer next Wednesday or Thursday. In the meantime, I had to do something called the the passion, passion and purpose statement. I believe that's how it was. And like I'm telling you guys, how what made me go into nursing school. That's pretty much what I put on paper. I just I was just being real for myself. I was just being real. I put everything on the paper. I didn't go into like detail, but I just put a summary, why I decided to go into nursing school at this time, my goal and everything. And I just make sure, the grammar is good, everything is good and everything. And I went ahead and submitted. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, they sent me an email. It was my decision letter. And when I opened it, I was like, did I get accepted or no? Then when I opened it, I saw congratulations. I was like, yep, I got in. I got in. I was so happy. I was like, thank you, God, because I have not been in school since 2019 and this is 2026. I was like, thank you, God, you put me here. You're going to make me, get through this nursing journey. Me and you, we're going to get in this nursing journey together. So I got accepted and I went ahead and applied for loan. I'm going to use loan. I'm not even sure, you know, how much I'm going to get throughout the nursing school, but I did get some portion. I applied for loan. I got some portion. The remaining, I'm gonna see how maybe I can do some payment plan, or when time come, I may see if my job can help me with some tuition reimbursement, like anything that's gonna help me be able to pay for this nursing program. And the good thing is, I forgot to mention, because I had a bachelor in bio, they gave me 33 credit already. That's what the lady said. 33 credit already transfer automatically because I have a bio. I have a bachelor in bio. And the good thing is also all my gen ed transfer, guys. All my gen ed transfer. I'm talking about math. Woof. Math. Psychology, humanity, English, like sociology, everything transfer. And I mean, I already knew from the get go because it's been more than 5 years that I took science courses. They were like, I need to retake all my science. I'm like, oh yeah, I already knew, and I don't mind it. I don't mind retaking it. When you go into the health field, your science needs to be. I mean, not saying other courses don't matter. It matter, but science, I feel like is the main thing. You need to make sure it's fresh in your brain and everything. So everything transfer, guys. It's supposed to be like 122. I came in with 33 credit and I have 87 credit remaining. And trust me, that was a lifesaver, money wise, time wise, like everything wise. So right now, that's how I was able to. I'm not the school that I went. I think I said the name, but if not, it's Chamberlain University that I got accepted to. I got accepted into Chamberlain University online nursing. So this is just an overall on why I decided to go into nursing, what I did to pass my HESIs. And in the next video, I'm just going to go ahead and just talk about the courses I'm taking. Like I literally started on March 2nd. My cohort is March 2029. That's our graduation date. So I'm going to talk about the classes that I'm going to take. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Once I finish with those classes, I'm gonna come back and keep you guys updated on how I did in those classes, what I did to study, what I did to pass my exam, how it was, my grade, my GPA, all that. So that should be it for today. I really didn't want to make this too long, but thank you so much again. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and let's do this journey. We got this. And thank you for following.